Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday, April 6th. I am so excited to be back with you guys for another awesome week of learning remotely and of doing morning motivation together from afar. Today, we have an awesome morning motivation. We have a couple shout outs. We also are going to celebrate some people who have been doing amazing work already on Seesaw, which you guys are all officially starting today. And we're going to set a new goal for today and hear about someone who achieved something pretty huge over the weekend. So get excited for that, and let's start with our Brooke Creed. Remember, your job during it is to say it with me with tons of energy to get ready for an awesome day. On the count of three, say it with me. 1, 2, 3. I am a Brooke Scholar. I have the power to determine who I am, who I will become, and what I do in life. I will stay focused on achieving excellence. I will make smart choices because I respect myself, my teammates, and my community. Today is a step on my path towards success. All right, we're going to start with shout outs today. Our first shout out comes from Miss Vargas, and it is a shout out for Faith. Faith has been impressing Miss Vargas a ton with all of her focus and her self-determination in every single subject that she's working on. During her conference, Faith showed Miss Vargas her writing, her word study, her math, and her reading. And then Faith read an entire chapter of a book to Miss Vargas, which is really impressive. While she was reading, she was using awesome expression, and she had a big smile on her face the whole time. And you can check out these pictures of Miss Vargas and Faith working together. It looks like some of her word study work, and then some words that she's practicing the spelling of, which is really cool. Let's give 2 claps for Faith. Awesome work, Faith. Keep that up. The next shout out actually comes from me, and it's a shout out for Vanilda. On Friday, I think it was actually Thursday night maybe, I got an email from Vanilda's mom, and it had some pictures of her doing really incredible work. And I wanted to show them to you guys because in the picture where you see her at her computer, she is watching her writing video, and I want you to look at how much writing she has there on her paper. She has a ton of writing. That means that she's listening really carefully to Mr. Gilbert's writing lesson. She also read the text really carefully with Mr. Scott, and she's doing the work that she needs to do on her own, which was creating her own answer to the prompt that they were working on that day. And if you see in the picture, you can see her writing is filling up the whole page, which means that she's putting in her best effort even when she's at home. And then the other picture you see is some co-curricular work that Vanilda has been doing at home. She was doing some painting with watercolors, which is such a cool activity to practice for art when she returns back to school. So that is awesome work, Vanilda. I hope that you keep it up, and it's a great example for everyone else to learn from. 2 claps for Vanilda. Next up today, we're going to celebrate some people who have done an awesome job already on Seesaw. So you guys are all starting on Seesaw today, which is a place where you're going to find your videos, the same way that you've watched videos for the past couple weeks, but a place where you're also going to get to share your work with your teacher. So you can take a picture of your work, or you can record your voice reading something out loud to your teacher. And there are lots of other options for how you can share your work too. So I want to celebrate some people who have already done that as we get ready to use Seesaw moving into this week. So the first piece of work I wanted to celebrate was Lamar from BC. He submitted his word study exit ticket on Seesaw, and he did some really cool work. So first, he had to write 3 sentences using some contractions, which you'll learn about in 2nd grade if you don't know what those are, that he had learned about in his word study lesson. And then he had to write 3 of his own sentences that had a noun, a verb, and an adjective, and he had to label all of those words. So take a second, look at that really awesome work that he did. Think about how hard he must have tried as he was watching the video and as he was working on his own. And let's give Lamar 2 claps. That's a great example of sharing your work on Seesaw. Another example that we have looks a little bit different, but is just as impressive. It's Marilee from Northeastern. She read a book that was assigned to her through Seesaw, and then she wrote about the problem and the solution that she was thinking might happen and the solution that actually happened in the book. You can see Marilee was using the cool tool that's on Seesaw where you can actually write using a marker that they have built into the screen. That's a really cool idea. It can be a little tricky though, so if it doesn't work well for you, that's totally fine. You could use a different tool that's in Seesaw. But let's celebrate Marilee's awesome work by giving her 2 claps. Our next piece of work comes from Analia. Analia took a picture of herself with her writing that she had done last week to share with Miss G on her class's Seesaw account. So you can see here her incredible handwriting, first of all. She wrote the sentence, "My favorite part is when he asked to go to the beach." And then she drew a beautiful picture. You can tell she really took her time of someone who is at the beach, which is really cool. So that is awesome work, Analia. We are so proud of you. Keep up that great work on Seesaw and at home. Let's give 2 claps for Analia. So today you'll all have a chance to go on to Seesaw if you haven't already. And my goal for you today when you're in Seesaw is to watch the videos just like you've been doing the entire time, but then also to make sure that you are completing whatever work your teacher has asked you to complete and you're submitting that work when it's time. So some of you guys are going to have work to submit every single day. That's going to be in 1st and 2nd grade. And some of you guys are going to have work to submit probably just once a week in kindergarten. So make sure that you're paying attention to the work that you need to turn into your teacher and that you're getting that work done. And we can celebrate you here in Morning Motivation as well. Okay, last Friday, it was a choose your own adventure goal, which was to think about one thing that you wanted to get better at over the weekend and to work on that one thing. Liam did an absolutely incredible job of working on a goal. And he practiced riding a bike and was able to do it really, really well. And I believe that this was for the first time. So we're actually going to watch a video of Liam riding his bike, and then we will celebrate him. Check out this video first.
Keep going! Yay!
That is so awesome. So Liam set a goal of being able to ride a bike this weekend, and he worked at it and he did it, which is an awesome example of setting a goal and then being able to achieve that goal. Let's give 2 claps for Liam. Now today is Monday, so it means that our goal today is going to be a brain goal, something that's going to really work on that brain muscle and making it bigger and making it stronger. So today's goal is going to be to practice your math facts. So a lot of you guys have been working on math facts in school already, and hopefully you're already practicing a lot. My goal for you today is that if you don't already have flashcards to practice your math facts, to actually make some flashcards for yourself. So I want to tell you how I used to make flashcards when I was little. I didn't have index cards or Post-it notes or anything like that at home. So what I did is I just took a blank piece of paper, like you guys hopefully have for your lessons, and I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again, and then I folded it in half one more time so I had 8 little squares. And then I ripped it or I cut it so I had 8 little cards. And on one side of the card, I wrote a fact, like 1 plus 8. And I wrote it pretty lightly. I usually used a pencil so I couldn't see through on the back. And then I flipped my card over and I wrote the answer to that fact. So if it was 1 plus 8 on one side, then on the other side I would write 9. And I would make flashcards for as many facts as I wanted to practice. And then I would hold the flashcards in my hand and I would read the fact out loud to myself. And I would think, what's the answer to 1 plus 8? Then I would say it out loud and flip over the card to check if my answer was correct. So that's my goal for you guys today. If you don't already have flashcards for yourself, I want you to make some flashcards to practice facts that you're working on. Now, if you're not sure what facts are good to work on in your grade level, I put some examples here so that your parents can help you at home. So kindergarten, the facts that you guys have been working on are the complements of 10 or the friends of 10 like you've worked on in class. So things like 1 plus 9 equals 10, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 3 plus 7 equals 10. So those would be great facts for you guys to practice at home. Now, 1st and 2nd grade, there are a ton of facts, and you guys hopefully know what fact power level that you're on. But if you don't, I listed all of the options here because that might help you remember what fact power level you're on. And if you forget, you can also just ask your teacher, what fact power level did I end on and what fact power flashcard should I make at home? And your teacher will be able to help you figure out what are the right facts for you to write down. Okay, so your goal today, make some flashcards if you don't have them and practice your facts at least one time today. And if you do that, send me a picture of it, tell me about it, send me a video of it so that we can celebrate you tomorrow for practicing your math facts. All right, let's go into our core value song. Drum roll, please. Let's see what it's going to be. Okay, that is perfect for a Monday. It is focus. So go ahead and stand up, get your body ready. Let's do it.
Yes, we can.
all that we have for today's morning motivation. I hope you have an awesome Monday. Make sure to work on that goal today of making flashcards for yourself if you don't already have them, and practicing your math facts at least one time today, and then making sure to tell me about it so we can celebrate you tomorrow. I hope you all have an awesome day. Make sure to do really hard work on Seesaw today, and I can't wait to see what you've done. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.